What a pleasant surprise. But I'm afraid it's Ashley we need. Not you, Mr. Kennedy.
If you don't need me, then get off my back, old man.
Did you say old man, Mr. Kennedy? It might come as a surprise, but I'm only 20 years old.
So you're just like all the others? A puppet of the parasites?
Surely you don't think I'm the same as those diminutive ganados. The parasites.
I think that's the only time anyone in the game calls them
I
Ganados.
have absolute control.
Well, I really don't give a damn. Rain or shine, you're going down.
What? What is happening, Leon? What are you talking about?
Right of our American friend.
Oh, it's so fucking goofy. I love it. It's so great. You don't even understand how much joy this fills me with. Do I have a grenade? I don't have a real one, but I can go ahead and pop an incendiary here. I forgot that they could do that. Squeeze me. Oh god, rocket launchers! Oh. Yeah, good job not hitting me, losers. I'm pretty sure they don't infinitely respawn in this area. There's just a lot of them. I do have to concentrate a little bit, though. Cheese and crackers. One side. Ouch. There we go. Okay, gonna go ahead and pop one of these just for safety's sake. I'm pretty sure those fucking rocket launcher guys are back. Oh my god, why? Why has this occurred? Ah, they know. Chase this fucker around. Okay, buddy. Get out of my personal space. Can just kind of kite these guys around a little bit. Like I said, there's a little bit less to the design of some of the areas in the castle here. Not super memorable or as expertly crafted, you can say. Oh god. He's laughing at my foolish mistake. Oh, sick moves, buddy. We're all really impressed. And at the time, all of these new innovations, well, less innovations, more like popularizations, were really fresh, especially in Resident Evil, a game that was a series that was known for its classic, really slow-paced horror. Suddenly doing all this stuff, it felt so much more fresh. It felt really refreshing. Come on, guy. Just give up. Just let it happen. There you go. There you go, buddy. Don't you feel better now? But now, you know, all that stuff... Oh, god damn it. So glad that didn't kill me. But, pretty sure it killed them too? I'm not sure, 100%, but it feels like that was close enough that it should have. Come on, how'd that miss? Man! That's always a bummer when it's almost cool. At the time, it was really refreshing, but like now, after fucking 10 years of so many people ripping it off, and now they're totally helpless. Because so many people ripped it off, and again, you know, that's not the game's fault, but it was so successful and well acclaimed that they were like, well, just do what that game did, and we'll become instantly successful also, because we're fucking stupid businessmen who don't know how fucking reality works. So now, 10 years on, all of the, you know, things that this game kinda did and set in place for itself have become passé. They've become, you know, oversaturated. There's one piece of the puzzle down, one piece of our manticore, and of course, the puzzle piece is like pressure sensitive. Sweet. So when you pick it up, all the doors unlock. Like today, they've grown so tired and just uncreatively utilized and oversaturated. So, like, it's really impressive the fact that you can go back to this game and it still feels just as good now as it always did back then. And it really does. Like, this, like, so many games you go back and you're like, wow, this does not hold up, you know? It feels so stale, and considering how many people ripped it off over the years, it feels derivative at this point, ironically. So the fact that you can go back to this game and it still feels just as expertly executed as it did back in the day, it still does all of the things that it's doing better than modern games that have ripped it off did. Like, all of the things that it's known for that other games ripped off, it still does it better than all of the fucking games that have come out in the 10-year span we've seen since its release. Like, the QuickTime events especially are the most pertinent example, because QuickTime events are the most hated fucking innovation, or utilization of modern game design, where they'll just throw buttons on screen and be like, here's a fucking mini session of Simon Says for you to play in order to progress through the game. But this game, it uses them to, like, get you to keep your hands on the goddamn controller during cutscenes, which adds tension during those scenes, and they're randomized, so you can't just sleepwalk your way through them, which adds to the atmosphere of the game, a different kind of horror. The kind that keeps you tense and on the edge of your seat for a completely different reason than the survival horror games of old did. And they're also utilized in a very frantic, like, action-y, just barely made it out utilization during combat, where you press the button and you kick them out of the way, and it really gives you those impressions of like, oh, I just barely managed to buy myself some time. Because you exploit the animation of you doing a kick to get a crowd off your back and give yourself some breathing room, and it also gives you temporary invincibility.
So, do you like my garden?
I see you've managed to work in a little of your twisted taste here, too.
Jesus Christ.
Sagacious as I am, even I get lost here sometimes. Even if it takes your whole life, you'll never get out.
You are drastically overstating.
You will satisfy the stomachs of my pets. Now if you excuse me, I have to tie up a few loose ends, like chasing down a couple of rats.
2 rats? If one's Lewis, who's the other?
There's an intruder besides me?
Besides me?
He's utilizing stealth. He's already killed 3 people. Salazar, you're trying to seduce me with your talk of pets and stomachs. You need to stop. Get out of here. No one wants you. No one wants to deal with this. So here's a infamous Hedgemaze is probably one of the more memorable. Jesus fucking Christ. rooms of the castle. Because A, hedge mages are fucked up. A staple of horror, basically. And, you're being chased around by these fucking dogs, which are pretty creepy in their own goddamn right. Like, you'll play, like, games that came out in the 7th console generation on the 360 and whatnot, and they'll be so clearly inspired by Resident Evil 4. To the point of, like, heavily abusing them, because they didn't respect the, you know, expert pacing and design that this game used. Like, for better or for worse, like, this is the game that fucking ruined video games. That's really how I like to say it. And again, it's impressive to be able to go back to it, and it still feels just as masterfully crafted as it did back then. And you still see, again, you still see games to this day that are inspired by it, that take pages from its design book. Oh god, fucking dog. I don't got time to spend time in your bellies, boys. The fuck out of my face. Your bullshit. Where are the split head dogs? I think those are from 5, actually. I think those are even more creepy. Dogs that, like, just split down the middle. And got all the fucking teeth going on. Definitely worth it now. Always want to use the yellow herbs because they boost your maximum life. There we go. Took a fucking buckshot to the face there, buddy. Okay. You have fun with that. Come on, boy. There you go. Good boy. Sit, boo boo, sit. Good dog. I'm pretty sure I know the layout of this fucking... Okay, Salazar, your maze is a sham. I have a map. Your maze is a complete sham. You fucking idiot. Although I know my way around this fucking maze. Just from memory, basically. Come on. We're all very impressed by your bobbing and weaving. That's useful, but I'm probably not going to use it. How am I missing these? Such a waste of bullets. There we go. Oh, nothing in it. Okay. Did I get the, chest that I saw over there? Fucking brain. I'm trying to remember the layout of this stuff while talking. Yes, I did. Okay. I guess. Oh. It's hard for me to fucking, keep my train of thought going, and I like to actually keep my fucking discussion centralized on the actual game at hand. Most Let's Players just spend their time fucking making poop jokes and not even paying attention to what's fucking going on screen. Oh, hey there, bud. How you doing? Oh, shit! Not good times. See, that's good times. You dying is good times. What's the quote from Mel Brooks? Tragedy is I stub my toe. Comedy is you falling into an open sewer and dying. Such a great fucking quote. There we go. Well, one of the goes that we yeed. Goes that we yeed. Words are hard, you guys. Bridge. There. Okay. Of course, there's also the fact that in all its influence, people kind of threw the baby out with the bathwater. You know, this game innovated on the, you know, usual trappings of survival horror so much that people kind of forgot the fact that this game still has horror elements to it, and still has moments of real tension, real, like, fuck, Jesus Christ. Appropriate timing there. Still has moments of, like, butt-puckering horror going on. That was more of a jump scare, but... You know, that sequence down in the sewers with all the bugs, and there's a enemy we'll encounter in chapter 3. Oh, wow. I'm not even going to pick that up. Fuck you. I'm gonna ignore that out of spite. TMP. With my balls. And, you know, in the industry's hasty bid to try and desperately rip off everything this game did, survival horror, traditional survival horror, also got kind of left behind, which is unfortunate, but, you know, you know, how do you want to say this, like, the lack of... What I'm trying to say is, like, survival horror has kind of made a comeback, and it's innovated itself into a new form, rather than being, you know, the tank-controlled camera, like, fixed camera angle kind of thing. It's now Amnesia ripoffs, first-person insanity horror games where you don't or have very limited capabilities of defending yourself. It's you know, survival horror is back, but it's in a very different form now. And you can kind of blame that on Resident Evil for killing traditional survival horror. So here's this character that we've already had spoiled for us.
Put your hands where I can see them.
Sorry, but following a lady's lead just isn't my style.
Put them up now.
What's with the glasses? Where'd she get those? Shit.
Bit of advice, try using knives next time. Works better for close encounters.
CQC. She needed that. That's her gun, dude. That's really impolite.
Long time no see.
Ada.
Aren't you supposed to be dead?
So it is true.
True? About what?
You, working with Wesker.
What?
I see you've been doing your homework.
Where did that come from?
Why, Ada?
What's it to you?
Why would you assume that?
Here. Why'd you show up like this?
Oh shit.
See you around.
Fuck you, Catwoman! You fucking bitch. Ada's the best. I love Ada. She's like genuinely one of my favorite characters in all of Resident Evil. Wow, 5 hours. Jeez. It feels shorter and longer at the same time.